So now I am excited because I get to talk about one of my very, very, very favorite fragrances from this line. Oolang Infini. Alright, so let's get started. This gorgeous fragrance in and of itself is one of the lightest ones in the line. Half the time, sometimes if I show this fragrance to a client, they always say, "Oh, I can barely smell that." Or they feel like they want to spray it like 20 times before they can really pick it up. Well, actually, the thing is, this fragrance is meant to be a very light and earthy based fragrance. It is Oolang. So before I start talking about what I think about the fragrance, let's look at the notes so that we can kind of understand what we're going to be smelling. Alright, so the top notes that you'll be getting, the neroli the neroli that's in the top note, it's to add still that fresh citrus note that that you're supposed to be getting because it is still in the original collection. So you're still supposed to stay in that fresh side. So we have the bergamot, the Tunisian neroli, and the freesia. The freesia adds a little bit of that floral note, but the freesia isn't actually the floral smell that you get the most of. It's in this next one that I want to tell you. And then we have the Oolang tea itself. The Oolang tea helps to give it that earthy feel so that it's not too ostentatious, it's not too over the top. And then you have the jasmine. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to just breathe first when I tell you that we have jasmine in this one. Jasmine, and then we have a little bit of a blonde leather to add just that nice sweet but kick of spice, just because it's leather. Alright, now we have gaiac wood, musk, and tobacco flower. Now don't worry too much about the tobacco flower because a lot of people start to think that when they put in just even the thought of hearing tobacco, they're like, "Oh, is that kind of like the black orchid from Tom Ford?" No, definitely not. If anything, they're like opposite ends of the spectrum. Tom Ford is like way over here when it's like, "Wow, I can really smell you." And then this one, it's like kind of a sophisticated, "I think I smell you." Kind of like that. So no, nothing like Tom Ford Black Orchid at all. So this one, the reason why I love this one is because it's the safest fragrance for blending. That's right, Atelier fragrances do not layer, they blend. So, Oolang Infini itself, because it's nice and light, it has that Oolang tea to give it to basically just grab that high fragrance fresh notes and drag it down. Give it a little bit of weight. And then you have, so as it's dragging down, you have that nice light jasmine that kind of flowers back up. So, for example, we have a fragrance like, you'll see later, we have a fragrance like Rose Anonyme from Atelier, where it's a very rich fragrance. You get that full rose. Sometimes there are some clients that are like, I feel it's too strong, I don't know if I can pull it off. Bam. Pop the Oolang Infini on that one, and girl, you are ready to go. It is it completely dilutes it, but not to a point that you don't smell the rose anymore. All you're getting is that rose, but a blend of that Oolang and that jasmine. So if you're a fan of rose and jasmine, i.e. girls who like J'adore, Rose Anonyme with Oolang Infini, that's your best bet. So, and Rose is not the only fragrance in the Atelier line that you can mix this with. There's so many other fragrances that we will see along the way, and I will bring up with you. I'll say, "Oh, this is one other fragrance that you can mix with," and then just so that you'll know which ones are blendable, I'll make sure to probably even make a YouTube video of just all the ones that we've created. We have created. I don't want to take credit. We have created so that you know which ones can be a good mix and match, and you can get a better deal that way. But for now, definitely go to Sephora. Again, you've heard me make this spiel. Go to Sephora. Please check out the Atelier line. You are going to love it as much as I do. And I'll see you in the next video. But for now, remember to stay... I woke up like this.